Hello and welcome. I'm Master Lama Rasaji, and this is Rasaji Speaks, our Tuesday edition. Our title today will be Mother Mary's Life Before and After the Birth of Sweet Baby Jesus. Very, very interesting. Well, Mary is said to be the Madonna. You have to understand really why Mary was chosen. Her mother's bloodline, her mother Anna, and 3 or 4 generations before Anna, was tied to the mystical group, the Essenes, which were formed by elders some 300 years before the birth of Christ, to go out into nature and contemplate the wisdom of the antediluvian patriarchs, because the Sanhedrin and the Pharisees in the Jewish temple had pretty much now held the Jewish religion hostage. Sound familiar? Had politicized it in such a way that they felt that the sacred truth and the roots of their teaching from Abraham and Moses were going to be watered down, politicized, hidden agendas formed. How could they break out? Half a dozen to a dozen Hebrews decided that they would meet close to the Dead Sea, and they would take the books of Isaiah and Elijah. As a matter of fact, today it is attributed to the Essenes that there's a good chance they wrote the book of Isaiah and Elijah. In other words, they brought into being those meanings because they were discovered. Think about that. It's all tying together now, yes? So in the process, along the way, Mary's family roots come through the Essenes. And as it progressed, more and more women were allowed to take part in the prayers, in the meditations, and the purification of that period. The essence of this led into Advent. So, yesterday we talked a little bit about Advent. Well, in the early days of Advent, they took the roots from the Essenes that you would pray and fast quite a bit most of the days of December leading up to the birth of Christ. Very interesting. Praying and fasting leading up to Advent. Preparing yourself for a purification birthing. The Siddhanas have been referred to sometimes as not only spiritual practices, but spiritual purification. Well, if that's true, and 300 years of a mystical group purifying the vessel that laid to a 14 or 15-year-old virgin, never knowing a man. And then Gabriel, Archangel Gabriel, appears to Mary, not to tell her that she will become pregnant, but to identify she already is present. By that time, the Magi is already there, but they're not making themselves known. They're staying from the outskirts, far away, to protect any interference, because they know that Mary will have to tell Joseph who she is betrothed to, and they don't want any harm coming to the vessel of Jesus. It's very interesting, right? The Lamasery was involved totally consciously in this. Remember, the Lamasery was formed already 1,300 years before the birth of Christ. Very powerful. Our saga will continue this week. I hope that you are enjoying it. Baraka Bashai, may the blessings be to you and to your glorious family. Look forward to seeing you on Hump Day tomorrow. God bless.